What's good, guys? Prince Sports coming at you with another one. Now, what if I was to tell you there's a way that the Los Angeles Lakers, who's big in free agency talk right now, they could land Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, reuniting the original big three from the Cleveland Cavalier days, and still find a way to keep Anthony Davis. I know that's like a pipe dream for a lot of you guys in Los Angeles that probably say, hey, that would be another super team. Just the simple fact alone that you would have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kyrie Irving. And then you would have a fourth player that'd be the fourth best player on your team, which is Kevin Love, who did take a little dip in recent times because right now he's about, 13 points per game right now. He's a little bit injury prone, but he's definitely a role player right now in this aspect of his career. He's far from the double-double Kevin Love that was an all-star playing with LeBron James back in the day. But nevertheless, that big three with Kevin Love, that would be a super team and a half, okay? Why and a half? Because Kevin Love, if he's fully healthy, could always go back to being an all-star for a season or two. The guy can average double-digit in rebounds, still a great rebounding power forward. So they will be stacked, and nothing less than a championship would be for this team. All right, so here's how this will play out. Okay, so we all know the Brooklyn Nets don't want Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving knows the Brooklyn Nets don't want to put up with him for another season. They got a whole year to trade Kyrie Irving. He opted in, so that means he could go to another team and get his $36 million and more from another team via trade. And he gets to compete for a championship contending team. Now, if he just walked without opting in for the Brooklyn Nets, do you realize that the championship contending teams, all they could offer him is a mid-level exception? Kyrie Irving is not taking the mid-level exception for no years at this point in his career because he wants top dollar and he wants to compete for a championship. Technically, he has that with the Brooklyn Nets, but the Nets don't want to have nothing to do with the guy. They want him gone. And they, according to Brian Windhorst, they was willing to let KD and Kyrie Irving walk. Most likely, that's what's going to happen because there's no way this guy's going to stay with this team for a whole season without them trying to trade this guy. They don't want to go through this drama again. They want the Kyrie saga to be over. So here you got four teams that could get that trade going. The Hornets get Russell Westbrook. They're always rumored to get that guy. THT goes to the Cavaliers. The Nets get a bunch of draft picks, 2 first-round draft picks, Gordon Hayward, Kelly Oubre, Kendrick Nunn. Solid role players to rebuild with, and the Lakers get a big three, with Kyrie Irving and, AD and such, and, they get Kevin Love, and they get their original big three from Cleveland. Isn't that something? But it very well could happen, and don't sleep on something like this. I mean, LeBron and AD already talked to Kyrie. I'm pretty sure they talked to Kevin Love, too, during that practice that Kevin Love had with LeBron. I'm betting Kyrie doesn't stay with the team all year long, but that's just me. Now, even though this is highly unlikely to happen, it can happen if Kyrie demands a trade and definitely wants to go to the Lakers. I don't see how he will just go crawling back to LeBron James, but he is a weirdo. He does have his own way about him, and that'd be something crazy. But nevertheless, this will prove again LeBron James cannot win without forming some form of a super team with a big three or playing with a top 5 elite players, all of this other crazy stuff. Because a lot of guys are winning games, winning championships without those aspects. So if they could do it, and LeBron, you're supposed to be one of the best players of this generation, I don't see no reason why you should not be able to do it. So, yeah, man. What do you think, though? Do you think, hey, this is a guaranteed championship or not? To me, they'd be favorites, and anything less than a championship would be unsatisfied, period. I don't care who's hurt. You have more than enough backup to win a championship with this. Sports out. Peace.